about predictions, we're talking about human knowledge. Anybody can predict. When we say prophecy, it's a flow from God and you speak to the people. So maybe I want to say the prophecies that have been said so far. Well, I think from the root, at the age of 8, when I got in contact with God was when I was the age of 8. That's when the first creep walked in my life. From that age of 8, God has been doing unique things in my life. Now, concerning Nigeria, I'm not that nation. Nigeria is my country. And that's why when God sees you have a love for a nation, what He does, He equips you with the visibility of the things you need to know about the nation. I have this daring and love for Nigeria. I just want the best for this nation. So by prayer in 2019, God spoke to me. He said, are you from the Igbo locality? Are you an Igbo man? Get set. This nation is shifting its banner to the hands of the Igbo. And I said, Lord, how? He said, go to the YouTube. Listen there. And this is 3 years ago. God said about even before the upcoming president and other presidents that are trying, the upcoming people contesting for presidency. 3 years ago is not 3 days. A child of 3 years would have been able to know his left from his right. Now, God spoke about the one governor from my state, Rochas Okorocha. I met him in London. And I said to him, you're going to be the next governor of Imo State. He said, no. I said, that's what he'll be. I anointed him. I followed him. And he became the governor of Imo State. Other things I told him were his personal views, which it's not for the public. And most of them came to pass. But when he says no, when he has to come, what will happen? One of the person was the Togo president, 4 years ago. And I met with him. And I said to him, his father is going to pass on. I see him becoming the next president of Togo. And more, when we have the Dana plane crash, Soliso and Bellevue crashes that came up, I said about it. I even have to write to the minister there of aviation, Aerofy. I wrote to him, wrote to other people, wrote to most of the airlines that this is what God is saying. And we need to do this to advert it. But nobody listened. And I won't say they listened. Maybe people felt one of those things and it came to pass. And some of them started calling me the airline prophet. The way the airline prophet. But well, that's okay. I prayed against it. But God spoke to me. I am more particular about 2023. I want to warn about 4 zones. I see the Northerners making a war. But the Lord will help. I see fire in Lagos. I see fire in Umaya. I see fire in Kano and Weri. And this was shed of blood. I said, Lord, what do we do? They talk to the people. Drop your gun. Drop whatever you are carrying and let's carry God's words. Let God become the weapon and not our sword. Let the sword come down. I see a person planning for the presidency. I saw that the enemy took him away like chicken. And when this happened, everybody that loved him or that wanted him became a storming block to the next phase of this nation. And like I said, if you want to be a president of a nation, 3 things are important. You must fight for freedom for the people. Redeem them from whatever they have been in and think about the future, the peace. Peace is most important. If you are an ambassador of peace, you won't talk about the ethnic groups, origins, states, or whatever it is. That's not important. What matters? One Nigeria. And we must be one. Then I must look at the pain of one, the pain of others. The pain of one is the pain of all. But whenever I look at it, I'm Yoruba, I'm not an Igbo, I am this. You see, if you keep on division, in all kinds of division, cannot give us a progressive report. I am weeping in tears because I saw the enemy getting ready to snap it, to take up one. And I saw someone sick bed that they will not even witness the presidency. And I saw many trying to fight and yet they could not fight because their bones will become weak. The Lord said He would do this and He will shock the people. If God have revealed since 3 years ago, that means God already knows who will be on the seats. If the Son congratulates the Easterners, it's not because I'm an Easterner, I'm one Nigerian. Call me Fulani man, call me Plateau man, anyone you call me. What matters is who is ready to take this nation to the next phase. And I want to warn rightly, we should pray for the Nigerian police. The Lord just spoke to me. He said, son, I saw this coming up. What will make the number one have an ill health? The Lord will help. What will make the number one? So pray for the Nigerian police. Pray for the military. Enough of the killing. Enough of the banditry. I saw something whereby somebody was given a gun to watch over his people, and the gun became like a vulture after eating of the people. So if you must be number one, you must be ready to secure the people you are found to secure. Now, I want to say this, and I want to respect. There's a man of God that is gone. The Lord decided to take him, and that's the person of Prophet T.B. Joshua. I salute the senior prophet, T.B. Joshua. He's a man that all his messages was love. Love brought him, love kept him, and love. That man was a man in one place, and yet the earth was shaking. I want to salute his prophecies. I want to salute his family and what they are doing. And I want to say, God, who has helped that ministry, or that ministries that are doing the best to make sure things work out well. May Almighty God bless them. I'm looking at something that I don't want us to look at the place. See, the Christendom as a whole should understand that we're one family. It's not a matter of I'm a winner or I'm a cherubim, I'm a celestial. Let's come in. I understand that the bloodline is Christ. Christ was our bloodline. And when Christ died for us, every one of us became acceptable. And the Lamb was one that became flesh for us. So we're understanding that the pain of all is the pain of one. The one Christian has a problem, every Christian has a problem. If one religion has a problem, other religion, then this you find out peace will reign. But let's stop politicizing the church and put the church in the place of politics. Church is not politics. Church is the last place of hope where men come to pray. And when what one prayer cannot do, on that prayer, many prayers to do. I want to respect the senior general, Apostle Suleiman in Omega 5 Ministries. He says the Lord, when a man prays, God is there to answer. That man has been a lot of encouraging things to a lot of people. I want to salute him. He's really a mentor. I respect and I love. And I want to thank God for the new Nigeria. Listen, in 2023, men will be grateful because I saw the dollar start reducing. I saw food came in, but I saw many did not leave to 2023. That's the gain. But I saw a glorious 2023. The sun shined again. The rain fell again. The rainbow was everywhere. There was a dance. And most of the international community, some will not be happy about this about to come. But God said He will do something that Nigeria will become an answer to other African nations. So I want to speak to Ghana. I want to speak to other African nations. Understand it. If Nigeria get a seat of power, then you will smile. So let's put our hands together and win this battle. I love you all.